Hey, how's everybody doing? Just wanted to take a couple of minutes to post a quick video here with my ESP MH1000AT. You've seen this on probably almost every video here, particularly my stuff I've been doing lately with the Voice Live 3 Extreme. Absolutely love this baby. But anyway, I wanted to take a couple of minutes to, first of all, say thank you to Scott Grove. But let me give you a little backstory first. Scott, for all those who don't know, and I'll put his YouTube channel down in the description, but Scott's a very talented musician who I respect a lot, and there's a lot of people that respect him a great deal as well. Tells it like it is, off the cuff. You never have to worry about Scott, trying to color something for you. If there's something he wants to tell you, he's just going to come right out and tell you. So I really respect him for that. Same way with any of his gear reviews. If he doesn't like something that's a piece of crap, he's going to tell you. But I think he's got like 80 some odd thousand subscribers here on YouTube. So very talented musician with a really big following. I've been watching for a long time, and I've talked to him here and there, through email and such. And recently he'd mentioned he was going to be doing some Skype lessons, so I contacted him, and he knew me, and he said, "Sure, yeah, no problem." And I'm always looking to widen my horizons. I mean, anybody who plays guitar knows that no matter what, you're always going to be learning something. And Scott, he's just a fantastic player. He's got a lot of things in his repertoire, you could say, that I'd love to add to my playing. And so I figured, why not? Let me have a lesson with Scott, and I did. And Scott is fantastic, and he told me like it is, and it is true. I try to be a perfectionist when I play, which can kind of hinder me a little bit. When I play live, I can, improvise and just have it come from the heart, which Scott called me on. It was a good call, Scott, because you're absolutely right. But anyway, I just wanted to let people know that I had the lesson with Scott, and I had no idea, no clue that he was going to do the video and talk about me and my channel. I mean, it was a lesson. I'm just kind of speechless. I mean, I woke up and usually check my YouTube and my Facebook and stuff, and my YouTube was just blown up. I mean, there was comments. I couldn't even keep up with it. And I try to reply to every single person who comments on my videos, so I was like, what the heck is going on? I didn't even have a clue. And, and of course, I check my subscriptions, and there's a picture of me on Scott Grove's channel to, check out Peter Dunbar. I'm like, holy crap, what did he do? And I was blown away. I really was. And some of my friends actually saw the video as well, and they said that was really nice of Scott to do that. I said, tell me about it. That was freaking great. Definitely wasn't any kind of setup or anything. I had no clue. So thank you so much, Scott. It means a lot to me that you think of me as that kind of musician, because I know for a fact you wouldn't have said what you did and wouldn't have put me up there if you didn't feel that way. And you've connected me with a lot of new friends. Thank everybody out there for commenting and watching, and it just means a lot to me. But anyway, if anybody, my other subscribers who I had, I picked up a lot of subscribers thanks to Scott. It's really awesome. But any of my other subscribers who've never seen Scott or anything, which I find it hard to believe if you haven't, quite frankly. But I got a link down there to his channel as well. You can check him out, and I guarantee you're gonna love his stuff and his knowledge. He shares everything, which is freaking awesome. But at any rate, with that said, Scott had, and a lot of people here as well, I had listened to one of my solos I played when I sat in. There's a local band, Cobalt Blue, they're fantastic musicians and just a really great bunch of guys. I feel privileged to be able to call them my friends. Mike Batigi, who's the lead guitar player, Mark Hunter, who's a drummer, and Don Sinclair, who's the bass player. Just unbelievable musicians. And you know, anytime I play with those guys, I'm in awe. You know, and half the time, sometimes I forget where I am, what I'm doing, just listening to those guys. There's one thing I didn't put in there, and I'm going to try to see if I can dig it out, because I believe I have the recording of it. The guy who records for them, his name's Harry Byrne, who's also a really good friend of mine. Excellent player as well. He sits in with them at times as well. And he recorded, you know, that particular night and sent me the disc. So thank you, Harry, for that. But I'll go through those discs and see if I can find it. But they do like a bass and drum solo as well. It just blows your mind. But there's real talented musicians. I know Mike is basically a professional amp builder. The guy builds amps like from scratch. He's got like his own amp that he could probably market if he really wanted to. It does everything. And again, when he talks, it's over my head, but he brought it over and showed me, and that thing could do just about everything but talk, I think. But the amps you see there that he's playing, I think you'll see 2 Fender heads and 2 cabinets, but they're not Fenders. I think he did tell me this. He just used the casings basically, and it's all his custom stuff in there. He used to, matter of fact, I went to his house one time, and he took me to his basement, and like good amps. The whole basement looked like it was pretty much his. Furniture in the middle, and then like amps all on every wall, like classic amps, Gibson, Fender. I was blown out. I'm like, wow, I'd be lost in here. And then he had a little room on the side where he did his custom amp building. He had like wire spools, and you know, he used to work for a company. I don't remember the name of the company. He used to do it right from home and wire all their amps. They actually built an amp for Warren Haynes, delivered it to him right on his tour bus. This was back in the day. But no, Mike's an absolute whiz with amps, and he really knows sound. And the guitar he's playing, you're going to see in this video, I thought was a Gibson SG. It's actually a Les Paul, believe it or not. I don't remember the year. I'm sure some of you probably know when they were that kind of SG style. But yeah, Mike's a talented musician. You're going to see that. I'm going to show you a video right after I'm done blabbing here of those guys. I'm not with them at this time, but it was at the small club that we did play at in one of the audio samples. But one of their songs, Train, they've got their own album. They've written several songs. They've actually warmed up for the Allman Brothers. So I mean, they're definitely a professional, first-rate band that just has my deepest respect. Mark is just a phenomenal drummer. Don Sinclair is one of the best bass players I've ever had the privilege of playing with. It really. Just, I don't know what else to say about these guys, but just kind of as a thank you to them, I wanted to put their video here. Thanks to Harry Byrne getting this, recorded at that time. I'd like to put this in front of my subscribers so they can hear what these guys can do. It's just phenomenal. I'll also put a link to Mark Hunter's channel. Mark Hunter's a drummer who has a YouTube channel where the other videos reside. They don't really put a lot up. They're not really into the digital world like everybody else, but or like some people, some aren't. But Harry helps them out with that. But if they do post new stuff, hey, subscribe. And when they do post some new stuff, that'd be really cool for you to be able to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and post their channel as well, and you'll see the other. I think they have a total of 4. The one song that I'm going to put here in a minute is called Train, which is one of my absolute favorite songs off their album 3 on the Floor. That was the name of their album, which is really cool. I think they have 10 or 12 songs on that particular album, but this one here, Train, is on that album. But the other 3 songs you're going to see are ones they've recently written, so it's really new stuff, and I think you're really going to like what you hear. But anyway, I do have one other thing. I do have a cover coming very soon. I just actually got the custom backing track today. I got it back. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but because I'm kind of undecided which one I want to go for here. It is from a different band. It's not Pink Floyd this time, but it is from a band that I really have a lot of respect for, and that's a big hint. Okay, so Yeah, there's 2 songs actually that I've been working on. And again, you know, it might even sound, you know, like I'm trying to perfect it again, but one of them I'm going to have a little more flavor of myself in than the first one, but the first one is actually kind of a short solo, which you'll hear. So it's really not much of an opportunity to kind of go outside that box. But the other one, which if I do both, I think I am going to do both. You'll be able to hear, you know, more of my flavor in, which I'm going to try to do in videos where I have that opportunity. Now, there's some songs that have a particular solo where you can't really go outside the box because, you know, you got to kind of stay within the boundaries. Whereas some songs you can just kind of go completely out of bounds, right? So, but I think you're going to like the next 2 that I'm going to be posting. But stick around. I'd love you to hear Cobalt Blue in this particular song called Train. They deserve a lot of respect for what they do, and I just really thank them as well for giving me the opportunity to play with them as well. So have a good day, and thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Could stay. Ride that train in a timeless haze. Hide your love on the line. Keep on riding, baby, you should ride the fastest train. Keep on riding, baby, you're not far enough away. Stop the train. 509, right on time. Rails of gold, silver tide. Right away, hypnotized.